Red Pill News Dispensary, and this is just a surprise video. Now, you don't see my face. I was actually told to do the video this way. Um, I could think of a few reasons why. Yesterday, I didn't even get into the meat and potatoes of my video, so hopefully I'll be continuing that. Well, I will be continuing that tonight. It's information I have to get out. And that information, by the way, is, it's just, stuff that I'm questioning. Am I truly questioning it? No. I'm on board. I'm on board with the Midnight Riders. You guys know that. But I have to always be honest. And when I have questions, I'm going to air them out. I just hate it when, like, there's two sides and everyone has to agree with everything. But if I see something fishy, I'm gonna point it out, and that's what I'm doing with the whole devil's advocate thing. But right now, how you doing, Sherbet? How you doing? Um, Good to see you. I'm about to do an intel drop. Football's on at 1. I'm doing an intel drop right now. So let's start with some of the softer stuff. And it ain't that soft. It's for real. All right. So the this coronavirus. I shouldn't have said that word, man. the the thing that makes us wear stuff on our face. So this just came out. This is like fresh off the press. Okay. So this is actually it was the Telegraph. Oh, the image went away. You know what? Let me do this again. Check out this. So the Telegraph, which is reputable. You guys heard of the Telegraph. So 2 days ago, new coronavirus mutation could be evolving to get around mask wearing and hand washing. Can you believe that? Like, what? So, COVID 19 mutation may bypass mask wearing and hand washing. And here's an excerpt from it. I can go straight to the article. Morons, he should be called moron, even said that the virus could have evolved to resist common efforts at dodging the virus, such as washing hands or wearing masks. Wearing masks, washing our hands, all those things are barriers to transmissibility or contagion. But as the virus becomes more contagious, it statistically is better at getting around those barriers, he told the outlet. Now, yes, it is true. Viruses, they do mutate, and they do try to find ways to infect you if the old way wasn't working. But there is no way this thing is figuring out oh, they're wearing masks and washing their hands. Well, watch this. It's all BS. Either that or this is the exact reason why they had us wearing masks and washing hands. This pisses me off. So right here, it goes right to the article. So there's two articles. Radio.com, a more contagious strain of coronavirus may have appeared in research posted on Wednesday. Science said the new strain accounted for 99.9% of cases in the second. Oh, wow, this is legit. So this new strain that they're talking about that's bypassing hand washing and masks, supposedly, it just so happens to be basically centralized in Texas. Okay, I'm telling you right now, Texas is a battleground state. It's red, but I'm telling you, the Dems are putting a lot of effort into it. I've noticed this. You see it in Austin. You see it in Houston. All right, especially Austin. They got that. That's a Democratic city, and that's a good. it's not even like Texas. It's a cool place though. But anyways, the new strain accounted for 99.9% of cases in the second wave of the outbreak in Houston, Texas. The evolved strain referred to as DG14G mutation isn't more deadly, but does have higher loads of virus, which implies that it's more contagious. All right. So Warren said the virus evolved. Wearing masks, washing our hands, all of those things are barriers to transmissibility or contagion. But as the virus becomes more contagious, it statistically is better at getting around those barriers. And I've always thought that. That was my whole thing. I'm like, listen, if everybody's walking around wearing masks, wearing gloves, whatever they do, like using the disinfecting every 2 seconds. Listen, we're supposed to like trade bacteria with each other. We're supposed to come in contact with that stuff. I mean, if you can't live, you don't want to live in filth. I mean, that's different. But just the bacteria that exists, our body, our immune system. And listen, I know I'm not a doctor, but if you guys have watched, I've been on this particular thing, okay, since December. I've been making videos, and if you look at those videos, I ended up being 100% correct in what I thought would happen. So just look at the video. Everything you need to know about the coronavirus. It was on January 21st. Check it out. All right, so yeah, so there's that. Like that blew my mind. I was like, what? What? Okay. So on to the next. Check this out. Ron Paul appears to suffer a stroke on air. All right. So this is kind of crazy. And I love Ron Paul. I really do. But it looks like he has a stroke on air.
It has to be liquidated. We have to get rid of that. This is bird. What kind of
Oh no. By the way, I haven't seen this. Oh my god. I hadn't seen that. I shouldn't show this. I have to. Well, we're sharing information.
We have to get rid of that. This is bird. What kind of
I don't want to play it too many times, but I want you guys to see.
It has to be liquidated.
Poor guy. Watch. He starts to feel it right now. You see, he is the lazy on this side, and this guy, he didn't even know what to say. He can't talk. He had like a mini stroke on there. That's so sad. That is so sad. Yeah, right. Like we're watching that. Get out
That's
of
why I
here.
made it a priority.
Yeah, see you
My
later.
entire career to work closely with you.
still in Delaware. Okay, so that's a sad one. So Ron Paul having that was a legit stroke. You guys saw that? Now, by the way, I've been reading up on this judge that Trump picked, and this is why I hate politics. He could pick. I don't want to say Jesus Christ. Let's just say Gandhi. Somebody who's like almost like perfect, right? And they will vote against them and tear them apart. If they can't get them, they'll go after their family. They'll go after anything. They'll just go after Trump. They'll just call her. She'll just do whatever Trump wants to do, or they'll find because she's he said he's gonna do he was gonna have a woman, and this woman is by far the most qualified. I really read a lot into her, but this one particular guy wrote this article, amazing. So this is two, the doctor, okay? And it's called I'm Sorry, Judge Barrett. And this judge is amazing. It's from the Redneck. You have spent your life trying to do good for the people. And by the way, right after this, I'm about to drop some bombs. Okay. You applied your exceptional mind to your chosen career. You worked long and hard, balancing a family, a career, and social environment. You did all this with your head high and your convictions intact. There was a time in the U.S. when all that would be applauded, but that day is not today. So true. You are raising seven children, two of whom are not your own. All right, so she's like down to earth. You know what I mean? Like she's, had a second marriage. Sounds like they'll go after that. They seem to be happy and healthy. Those two are not even of the same. Wow, and the two who are her kids seem to be black or maybe Spanish, but probably black. Yeah, I think he's mentioning Martin Luther King. Yeah, so her two stepkids, who she treats like her kids, they are her kids, are black. You know, I mean, this woman, there seems like some high character here, and this is just like her personal life. But if you like Kavanaugh, if you like Trump, if you like, you like the conservative judges, the judges who read the Constitution as it was meant, literally, you would love her. Okay. Those two are not even the same skin color as you, but they stood there as equals with their brothers and sisters. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would be proud of you. You judge based on character, not by color or skin. You are the fulfillment of a great man's dream. At one time in the USA, that would have been noble and respected, but that day is not today. Today, you reach the pinnacle of all those years of hard work and study and hard work. I watched you stand proudly behind the podium as the President of the United States officially nominated you to sit with the other revered justices on the United States Supreme Court. I heard you pay tribute to two of them who are sadly no longer with us, Scalia and Ginsburg, your forerunner. They were close friends with fierce political differences, and I was moved by your pledge to continue in their footsteps. But today, you also entered a battleground. You stepped from relative obscurity as an appellate court judge, that must be a county, into the limelight of hatred that has become U.S. politics. You are now a target. Your life and your accomplishments are meaningless. Your pledges to uphold the Constitution will be ignored or worse, twisted into something entirely different. Every word you have ever uttered will be dissected, analyzed, scrutinized, demonized, and used to make you out to be the devil incarnate. Your actions of charity and compassion will be worthless things only done for a personal benefit. Despite them, done when no personal benefit could be foreseen. In short, you will be attacked as harshly and viciously as anyone has ever been attacked. I think maybe a little bit less than Kavanaugh, because I think they were so vicious with Kavanaugh. In the end, they look bad. So I would say second to Kavanaugh, but they're going to go after her. They already are. Your husband and your children will also be fair game. That's like I said before. For those who seek not just remove this well-deserved honor from you, but want to destroy you every way possible. You, your family, your career, and your very soul. You do not deserve what is to come. You deserve to be investigated and questioned to ensure your suitability to the job. You have had that happen once before, and even then, certain of those questions, you attacked your faith. Wow. So she's been in front of the Congress answering questions before, and they went after her faith. Now, I will say this. She is a big time Catholic. All right. I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking Jesuit. Do Jesuits have to be men? Because I'm really thinking Jesuit with her. Now, what I've noticed about Trump is he has appointed a lot of Jesuits. I don't know what that's about. Um, who else was a Jesuit? I think it was Kavanaugh, Jesuit. Hold on. You know what? Um, so I mean, like I said, playing devil's advocate. Okay, I do, notice this. I do notice that he's always appointing Jesuits. I mean, they're Catholic. It's just like a totally different thing, and a lot of them come from like Georgetown is a big Jesuit school. I think Notre Dame. Documented U.S. President Donald Trump's appointments who are affiliated with Jesuit Georgetown. This is just Georgetown. Richard Norland. So no one big here. But look at all these. All Jesuits. All Jesuits. You know how he said he has to appoint like a million judges? These are all Jesuits just from Georgetown, which is an amazing school. I mean, a lot of justices come out of places like Georgetown. Georgetown, Harvard, Yale. Those are like the big three, I guess. I might be missing one. Anyways, yes. So a lot of Jesuits. I'm telling you. Oh. Oh, so Donald Trump was educated by Jesuits. I mean, you can't believe everything you read, but this is from a religious magazine, Daily Theology. So Donald Trump was educated by Jesuits. Maybe I guess that's why. Look at this. The Pope saying he's not Christian. Wow, that's disgusting. Oh, look at this. Fauci, Cuomo, Trump, 3 Jesuit alumni. So I don't. All right, I have like too much to get into, but it's worth noting since last night and today, I'll be playing the devil's advocate in some of these videos. But this video is an intel dump. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Midnight Riders, Paul Revere. There is so much information in here. Infiltration, not invasion. I'm trying to see the. I might be skipping stuff, but worth remembering. Think what you see today. So let me see what this is. It puts worth remembering. You want to check it out. Oh, counterinsurgency guide. Yeah, this is what I mean. They're gonna go after Antifa. They're gonna go after Antifa big time. In fact, wait till you guys see what I got. Wait till you guys see what I got. They're going after Antifa. You guys are gonna see exactly what I'm saying. Okay, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Brian Wilson in the house. AJ McLaughlin. All right. Bush was Jezza. Okay. It's like back in the day, they were all Masons. But I'm just saying, Trump has appointed a lot of Jesuits. Just saying. Just saying. I've been trying to play devil's advocate, not because I don't believe, but because I feel like anything that can be used against Trump, we need to educate ourselves on so that we can respond well and understand it. At least that's for me, as somebody who's on here speaking. And, all right, so Portland FBI said there's no credibility to any of these claims. Yeah, right. Look at this. Look at this. Ugh. This is just done by anons. They did the detective work for them. Look, it's the same fucking guy. They got the truck, the paperwork, the license. Look at that. I mean, the anons are amazing. I mean, look at that. They did the police work, yet the police saying they got nothing. Look at it. Somebody was cutting down with a chainsaw, cutting down power poles. They were setting all those fires in Oregon. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting. All right, so let's look at this. Look at this. I just check that out. You pissed yet? Well, don't worry. That was kind of a weird follow-up.
Thank you so much for your patronage.
Nice. Here's a good response to that. Hold the line! You see when now they're running through and they're winning. All right, that's where we're at right now. All right, or maybe we're at the part where he's waving the flag and we're about to start charging. I'm telling you.
Now let's set the record straight. There's no argument over the choice between peace and war, but there's only one guaranteed way you can have peace, and you can have it in the next.
Okay. So check this out. Who is financing? Follow the Pen. Now you guys seen these, right? Hetheridge, she's on top of it. She's one of the main journalists who's down with Midnight Rider, as well as John Solomon, who just had his Twitter taken down a couple days ago. Breaking according and telling. So they're organizing. So basically, they're putting together a case, big time, and they're talking about how they're organizing. Now it says follow the Pen, so let's check it out. I don't even see it, man. It's got to be what she's talking. Huh. I'm telling you, they put little. I'm telling you, This isn't by accident. Oh, there's the pen. See the pen? See the pen in the corner here? There it is. I think that's the pen. So let's follow it. Straight line goes right over here. Antifa ideologies. Brian Murphy. Well, he looks to be the acting undersecretary for intelligence. Oh, wait, here's pens too down the bottom there. All right, so wait, let's follow these. So these are pointing at Brian Murphy as well. But what is this? Chris Cronus. All right, one thing I will say to you guys, they are closing in on you know who, and I'll show you. So I don't think it's Murphy. So the stuff they can't release is something over here. Cronus. I don't know if anyone has any info on that. I know Brian's in the house. He always has some great info. And I'm going to check the chat in a second, but I got to get through this. Why are they provided safe haven by Democrats? Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, and then this is weird. So out of nowhere, they start naming these people. But it's like some of them are good guys, some of them aren't. So it's like, but then again, I think all right, I'll just say Julian Assange. And by the way, guys, these times matter. Okay, 20, 35, 44. You know what I mean? Then 11 seconds later, Seth Rich. Okay. And then 17 later, John. Well, maybe he's kind of telling a story with the names, or John Brennan is the one who cooperated. It was either going to be Brennan or Comey. One of them are going to cooperate. And it seems like Comey is still being a little bit defiant. He had shut up for a while, but he got defiant the other day. And then we have Guccifer 2.0. He's like a famous hacker. Have you guys have heard of him? So we have the first one's a hacker, the last one's a hacker, and then Seth Rich, John Brennan. And what did they do to Guccifer 2.0? Are they going to execute Brennan? I don't know. I'm just trying to read it a certain way. I don't know. But take from that what you wish. So 17 seconds later, and then 17:12. You know what? What happened on that date? I'm telling you, the numbers like give so much, but maybe there's nothing here. There's nothing here. Oh, so okay, all right, whatever. Nothing, not what I thought. I was thinking more 2017, but no, 2012. Okay, so let's keep going. All right, Mueller team deleted text messages. All right. So they're supposed to be investigating? No, they were covering up. This won't do. If government wants those messages, all they have to do is go to NSA, Stellarwind database, and pull them out as all SMS going over the cell network are captured and stored forever. Devin Nunes knows this. Of course he knows this. Listen, no matter what you do, it's not gone. Let me like if I had continued what I was doing in the Navy, I would be in the NSA. The NSA handles probably 80% of the intelligence. It's I don't even want to say it's just guys. It's kind of a lesson too. Be careful what you do on the internet. Be careful what you do with anything, because even things if you're not directly on the internet, they will capture and store, and it will become on the end up on the internet. Okay, so here's Benny, Bill Benny, huh? What's up with him? What's he saying about this? All right. Team deleted text messages. Oh, we already sorry about that. Okay. And what is this?
My next guest worked alongside Director Ratcliffe on the ground floor of the Trump-Russia investigation. He
The first couple minutes.
has long warned viewers of this program about DC leakers and corruption. And
I'm telling you guys, when this all comes out, it's going to be so bad. They have everything, and people think it's not going to happen. Well, they already arrested the FBI lawyer who changed dates and used like forging documents and changing dates. And Kevin Kleinsmith, he was the first one, and there's going to be, and he was the first of what's going to be 6 non-civilian major arrests, and there's going to be an arrest in there, a big one that's going to cause a mass awakening. And it says, see, riders, hold the line, riders. Justice is coming. I'm telling you guys. And like I said, I do worry, like, hey, what if this whole thing was just to, the type of people who would fight, the patriots, the veterans, the people who think outside the box, get them following something that actually, helps their agenda. But at the same time, I just don't see it. I don't see how it can help their agenda. I can see how it can distract, but I don't see how it helps the agenda. It hurts their agenda. Okay. So here's more on this guy. What? They're really putting a lot out on this guy. He put his Instagram out there. He's like look at it. And this is this cute? Yeah, that was. Oh, I didn't mean to say it. Is that the rider? Yeah. Now what's this? He even had look at this. And they are open. Why y'all trying to burn down the courthouse? Bet you were going to lose too. Because of fuck the feds. Good rain with your game. No, but I wish I would. So all right. So basically, the feds got him talking. Wow. I mean, so think about that. The Midnight Riders got him. I mean, look at that. It looks like they got a whole case set up against this guy. So yet FBI Portland doesn't do shit. And look, they're sending it to him. Looks like Banks dude had his truck filled to set fires. Look at that, gas tanks, all this stuff. Also, like with water, you can spread it in a certain way. Let's see. Call for direct action at the news today. So a lot of this is going to be about the fire. I want to move on though. All right, add it all up. Virus, riot, organized Antifa, fires, the why. The why. Well, we know the why.
Someone who's been watching all of this is Darren Beattie. He's a former speechwriter for President Trump. He works now with Revolver News, the website. He says this is part of a familiar plan. In a recent...
Exactly. Because they have no chance against Trump unless they create this stuff and make it look like, on his watch, there's rioting and, the country's in turmoil when they are doing it. Funded by Soros. And he is going down. I'm telling you guys. Well, you know what? Wait until you see what I got. All right. Make no mistake, they will not concede on election night. Make no mistake, they will contest this legally in battleground states. Yeah, this is going to drag on, guys. Make no mistake, they will project doubt in the election results. Make no mistake, they will organize massive riots and attempt anarchy. 99 design. Playbook known.
I am the greatest YouTube ad coach online. I know that sounds arrogant, but it's just true. No one has more 6, 7, and 8.
Oh.
And we're going to do that again right now. Li Meng
Wow,
Yan
he's
is the
like
virologist
Tucker
who says she
here.
has evidence about where this pandemic actually
Oh,
came from.
whistleblower.
We're happy to have her on tonight.
Ah,
Thank you
what did
so
we
much
say from the
for coming
beginning?
on.
It came from the
Sure,
lab.
here. Hi, Tucker. Thank you.
Is that what
Thank
she's
you. I know that
saying?
you've published some of your research. You're planning on publishing more soon. Give us, for
This is a
non-scientific
whistleblower
audience,
from China.
a summary of why you believe this virus came from a lab in Wuhan.
Knew it.
Okay, briefly,
We were right.
from my
We
first
were right,
report,
guys.
I can present the solid scientific evidence to our audience.
This is when I knew it. The S protein or the glycoprotein. It started out, they could discover it. Redfield got the patent way back for glycoprotein 160 when he was in the army, but he was using it and trying to make money off it. And then they found that led to glycoprotein 120, which was patented by Fauci. I mean, same fate, same players. Nothing's changed, except that was the 80s and early 90s. Okay? Well, mostly 80s, and then going into early 90s, and then Fauci with the glycoprotein 120. Now, that's the S protein. When you look at these, you know how they have the spikes on them? Well, that's what the S protein is. And guess what? The HIV S protein, the glycoprotein 120, the S protein, is a 100% replica to this. How is that possible? Even if it mutates, how is it 100% the same as HIV? That's why I'm about this thing to a point, because it's like, yeah, it's not doing nothing, but like, what's the long term? You know, it has the same spike protein. And by the way, you know how they're like, it should be called a spike protein, because what it does is those are what latch on to the cells. They latch on to healthy cells and make them unhealthy cells, and you get it. That's how you get it. That's what those spikes do. And they had never been seen before except for HIV, and they've never been seen since except for now. And they're not just similar, they're 100% the same. That's what made me know this is genetically, this is modified genetically, not genetic. This is, well, yeah, actually genetically, because they have an RNA instead of DNA. So, yeah.
That this virus, COVID-19 SARS-CoV-2 virus, actually is not from nature. It is a man-made virus created in the lab based on the China military discovered and owned.
All right, there it is right there. Now, could the U.S. be putting up somebody? Because, I mean, it's, I feel we've already been basically at war with China. It started out the tariffs and money, and that's how it all starts out. With Japan, we screwed them on oil. They only had like 6 months left with oil. That's why they did what they did. And to be honest with you, I think Roosevelt turned a blind eye. He knew it was coming, and there was nobody happier that day on Pearl Harbor than Winston Churchill. Just saying. So, I do I always think both ways, but it sounds legit. That sounded legit to me. It just matches my research. So, yeah, it came from a lab. But, you do got to be careful. You got to think, there's no one that's greater at deception than the United States of America. In fact, here we go. The media is complicit. Fact checkers created to reinforce the narrative. That is so true. These fact checkers, literally, they're the opposite. They lie. It's unbelievable. So what's it say? WSJ. So AG Barr tells prosecutors to consider charging violent protesters with sedition. Propaganda they themselves created. Echo chamber, yeah, system of control, information warfare. That's what we're in. Why did it take an outsider to finally deliver the start of peace in the Middle East? Why did it take an outsider to finally deliver the start of peace in the Middle East? He says it again. News coverage, front pages, missile strikes, attempt to terminate. Peace doesn't sell. Yo, it sounds like they might have made an attempt on Trump. Because at this time, on the 16th, there was a big story about how they had like rushed Trump, but they were in France. There was like a story, and they were like pressing him because supposedly he said something and it was disrespectful. Missile strike, attempt to terminate. Peace doesn't sell. Warfare does. Money, evil, and corruption at highest levels. Interesting. I wonder if there was an attempt. Because around that time, I know that there was some crazy stuff that happened with Secret Service. Correction will be needed. All surveillance regarding POTUS will be concluded that there was insufficient predication to establish probable cause. Legal base to continue to advisor. Yeah, no shit. They're talking about the fire. They're talking about what this is all about. Well, how it like really started. How you guys doing here? Yes, she is. She is. But she's truly a whistleblower. You want to have as much facts and evidence as you can, even if it's not evidence. Do you guys remember Iraq? Do you remember the babies in the incubators that woman was talking about? She was supposed to be a nurse. She ended up being the daughter of the ambassador of Iraq. Oh no, of Kuwait. She was the daughter of the ambassador to Kuwait. And she did it so good. And when I watched it, I remember crying. It was so sad. And it's sad, but guess what? It's a lie. Okay? This is what they do. They look for things that's gonna pull it because they need. Here we go.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, the War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman with Juan Gonzalez.
Well, a national day of mourning has been declared.
Get out of here. Check this out. So, yeah, 10 years ago.
Our final witness is also using an assumed name, and again, we
assumed name. You hear that? We want to protect her identity. Maybe because she's the ambassador of Kuwait's daughter. So she's going to be using an assumed name. Watch this performance. This is basically what caused the Gulf War.
To protect her family.
This performance.
And we finally call on
to protect her family.
To testify.
This is what caused the Gulf War.
Members of the committee. My name is Naira, and I just came out of Kuwait.
See, it's a fake name, but she is out of Kuwait. Ambassador of Kuwait.
My mother and I were in Kuwait on August 2nd for a peaceful summer holiday. My older sister had a baby on July 29th.
This is what
Everyone
started the
wanted to
Gulf
spend some time
War.
in Kuwait
That's
with
why you
her.
gotta be careful.
I only pray that none of my 10th grade classmates had a summer vacation like I did.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry.
I mean, I wish sometime that I could be an adult. That I could grow up quickly. What I saw happen to the children of Kuwait and to my country has changed my life forever. It has changed the life of all Kuwaitis, young and old. We are children no more. My sister, with my 5-day-old nephew, traveled across the desert to safety. There was no milk available for the baby in Kuwait. They barely escaped when their car was stuck in the desert sand, and help came from Saudi Arabia. I stayed behind and wanted to do something for my country.
Yeah, you're doing something for your country, all right. You got the whole U.S. military protecting it with this BS.
The second week after the invasion, I volunteered at the Al-Adan hospital with 12 other women who wanted to help as well. I was the youngest volunteer. The other women were from 20 to 30 years old. While I was there, I saw the Iraqi soldiers come into the hospital with guns. They took the babies out of the incubators. And left the children to die on the cold floor. It was horrifying. I could not help but think of my nephew, who, if born premature, might have died that day as well.
This is all a lie. Isn't this unbelievable? This blows my... I mean, hey, I give credit where credit's due. She was given a mission, and she must have practiced and practiced and practiced, and she must be like naturally like have that gift of being able to like, you know, act, the gift of gab. But oh wow, right?
After I left the hospital, some of my...
All right, do we even need to hear more? All right, we're listening to lies. So this literally lies. You know what I mean? And it's just, and honestly, this was like the thing that basically got the American people behind it. The whole Gulf War thing. And then we had the next one. And what caused that? And then what came out of that? Endless wars, Patriot Act, everything you could. And now we're heading into something even more serious than both of those combined, in my opinion. It's going to get crazy. All right, Twitter Department of Defense status.
Association for hosting an important event
So
that
we
brings
said
together
at
the world's...
one, there's something specific at 1:35. 1:35.
For the 21st, seek to erode our
Here we go.
long-standing
So 1:35, 10 seconds.
long-range fires, anti-access aerial denial systems, and other asymmetric capabilities designed to counter our strengths. Meanwhile, in space, Moscow and Beijing have turned a once peaceful arena into a warfighting domain. They have weaponized space through killer satellites, directed energy weapons, and more in an effort to exploit our systems and chip away at our military advantage.
I mean, let's be honest. We're the kings up there. Although China did get a lot up there, but we have a lot up there as well. So they're already talking. We've been talking about directed energy weapons forever. Now they're finally talking about it straight out. The chatter I heard is exactly what he said back then. My Connect told me the same thing. They said the pandas and the bears. That's how they said it. It was pretty cool. But yeah, what's going on ain't pretty cool. Check this out, by the way. That's Prince Andrew. Yeah, you're screwed, Prince Andrew. He's refusing to come to America. A lot of people seen this picture, and there's Ghislaine Maxwell in the background there. Prince Andrew with another little girl, all underage. Victoria's Secret reported continued to work with a modeling agency after was accused of supplying underage girl to Epstein. That's the guy who gave him all the money, by the way. You know that, right? The owner of Victoria's Secret. What's his name? You got one of those names, like a cool name. I know it too, off the top of my head. Whatever. Okay. Oh, there's Bill Clinton getting an underage massage. Oh. Interesting. This is awesome, huh? Check this out. Now, a lot of times they put clocks up, but the clocks will represent a time and date. And then it'll also do the reverse, the time and date of the other way around. And significant things will happen. Now that might be the case, but so what do we got? We got 7, 5, 2, and just past 10, about 52. The time, according to his hands, would be 1:52. 1:52, 15:2. Fee would be. See, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think there's anything to it. Although, what's that say down there? Oh, instead of Disney, it says something else. I think Cosigny, co-signing. This is what I see. Do you guys remember the 10 weeks? The 10 weeks. Well, guess what? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can count right up to here. 9. Where's he pointing? We're at week 10. And that's the last week. Now, does it literally mean a week? I think so. I think it does. And that means that we're in it. This coming week, I believe this is it. I believe this is it. We'll see. All right. Sometimes non-US sources information provide more accurate. So yeah, that's true. I always read like foreign media. There's a lot of propaganda, obviously, but there's nuggets of truth that our propaganda doesn't talk about. YPG, PKK recruited foreign fighters from Antifa groups in Western countries. Wow. But yeah, that Mickey, I'm telling you, I'll show you exactly what I mean too. I'll show you the 10 weeks. Now, I'm not turning a blind eye. I'm just waiting for justice to arrive. Let it be soon, please. That's how everyone feels. Now check this out. Antifa mapping started a long time ago. Now look at let's see. But even before riots, the aftermath of George Floyd's death. So Antifa mapping started a long time ago. Now he puts that. That's there's something to do here with. By the way, if you took the time and subtracted it from the other time, it would lead to something. Same thing with the dates. I'm just gonna do it real quick. 6/2/20. So we got 1, 2. We got 1, 2. 1, 2. That's what we got. 1, 2. I believe. Yeah, 1, 2. That's 1, 2. So I don't know what that's all about. You see it when you subtract the dates. June 6. All right, that's 1, 2. Interesting. I didn't catch that before. So 1, 2. What's that mean? 12? Maybe just 12? And what's this? The 17th? What's 12 days from then? The 29th? I don't know. Just saying. 29th. All right. Very reassuring. Check this out. We told you proofs were going to be important very soon. New eyes. Be ready. 5 by 5. We thank you for your service. We stand, we fight together. Organized riots being planned. When was this written, by the way? Look at this. Okay, this is the one that's crazy. So check this out. We told you proofs were going to be important. When did all these riots start? I remember because I did a summer solstice show. June 21st. That was when all this stuff started popping off, right? 2018. So this isn't from this year when they knew that the riots were going to happen. This is from 2 years ago on the exact same date when all this started this year. There was like some stuff before it, but when it like really started, because I remember I was doing the that particular thing. And that time might be significant. 12:35:10. 12:35:10. That might be significant in some way. You might have to do some math or something. Let me see what the other one is. So 1:30. One minus 12 would be 13 because you gotta go from 24. And then 1 minus 35 would be 60. So 60. 35 and 25, but one more, 26. So this is random. It might mean nothing, but this is what I get from it. I got 13, 26, 20. 13, 26, 20. 13. Now, is 13 correct, or is it, you know what? Or is it just the delta? If we just do the delta alone, we actually get oh, wait, I messed up. Okay. It's 1. I'm sorry. I was doing it the wrong way. 1 26, 20. 1, 26, 20. 1, 2, 6, 20. 1, 26, 20. Actually, you know what? There's no 1. It's just 26, 20. 2, 6, 20. There's another date. All right, September 29th. Eyes out. Now, this one I feel really strong about. 2, 6, 20. February 6th, 2020. Why? Why 2, 6, 20? Or is it the 26th? We'll see. But all we know is that, look, he said this back 2 years ago. Look, you got to think about it. He said it 2 years ago. But Q decides when he's going to post it again. Look, he decided to post it again. I'll tell you, everything's planned ahead of time. And then look at what he says. Organized riots being planned. Countermeasures in place. Attacks will intensify. You collectively are apply to scale down impact reach. It's failing. Trust yourself. Public awakening. You see that? That's from 2 years ago. Sounds like he's talking about today, and he's got the exact date right. And some of these things are breaking down to other dates. It's interesting. I love this stuff. Oh wait. What am I saying? It's not 2. All right, so 2/6/20. 2/6/20. What happened on 2/6/20? I want to see. All I'm getting is February 22nd here. It's about Comey throws A.G. Lynch under the bus, the deal of a lifetime, the tarmac meeting. Oh my God. Guys, did I just say I did not plan this, okay? I did not plan this. You see how I just searched it? 2/6/20. Just another coincidence we dropped. LL was offered a Supreme Court seat on February 6th. 2/6/20. So I don't know if it was on 20, but I don't know. Maybe it's the 2/6 they're pointing for, and the 20s, because it was 20 and 20, they cancel out, and it's really just 2/6. Now I'm thinking of it. That's all it is. It's 2/6. So now, do you guys see how I do the math and how it works? It's amazing. So I just got that. So 2/6, February 6th, and backed up by POTUS on April 15th. Enjoy the show. Backed up by POTUS on April 15th. And by the way, just for fun, right here, I just want to show you how I do it too. We have 2, and 3 for 20, 33, 35, 235. Nothing there, nothing. 23, 5, 235. I don't know. Maybe at the time, maybe it's nothing. Actually, it's never nothing. 235. You know what? Let me see what time his tweet was. 5:08. Okay. Anyways, so yeah. So we were saying 2/6. That has to do with Loretta Lynch and the tarmac meeting. That could just be a coincidence, but I wanted to see if anything significant happened on February 6th, and something definitely did. So there's that. I'm telling you guys, this is what I do, and it's just stuff like this. I wouldn't like sit there. I wouldn't put my money on that, but you know, if I all of a sudden start getting more information that backs it up, then that's when I start reporting. Okay, so where are we here? Okay, so that was cool. Okay, September 21st through the 25th, track and follow events. Running red. Rig for red. How do you extend lockdowns, economic hardships, unemployment fear, death count, dementia, Joe, etc., in order to paint narrative? This is a long one. Crimes against humanity. What role will select military inserts play? The bribe playbook known. What did we learn? And there was, as far as the bribe, who they're talking about there was that fat kid who worked. He was the twin. And the whole time he was talking about the whistleblower with Schiff when he was the whistleblower to Schiff. What was that guy's name? Lieutenant Commander something, if that was even his rank. Strengthen my faith to a nice prayer here. Normally I would say it, but I'm trying to just get through this quick. I saw this. It's pretty cool if you guys want to check it out. A B-2 bomber. All right, so check this out. Past 7 days, they've been going after the Midnight Riders like crazy. Have you ever witnessed a full-blown international mainstream media barrage counterattack regarding a conspiracy? Simple logic answers the question. That's exactly how I feel too. It's just they put so much effort into like trashing this movement that it's like, okay. Political leaders plus family follow. And that's something that we've always been told to do. Don't just follow the players, follow the family. A lot of times it's the wives, sometimes the kids. With possible ties to sex trafficking. Attacks barraged by media signify what? That they're desperate. And they're covering it up. Sex trafficking, safeguarding women and children, topics that unite all political factions against common enemy, faith and humanity. That's what that's all about. Those you are taught to trust the most. Sick. So, who's that? Those you are taught to trust the most. I can give you a lot of different answers on that. I'd have to think about it. Crimes against humanity. So yeah, so that's what went down here. What's this? Quick. Today on Trump in the Department Central. Oh yeah, so they're going after sex trafficking here. And he's had so many bills going after that stuff. Let the truth be told, political spying illegal, less than 1% have faith in humanity. So he's saying the people who participate in that, it's like less than 1% of, who was involved. Although it was basically all the major players on that January 5th meeting. And Biden was the last one to unmask Flynn. And he did it on January 12th. He did it in the morning. In the afternoon, he received like the Medal of Freedom. No, that's for civilians. Some like medal, some wicked special medal. And he was crying. And that was like his gift. Because in order to be down with the team, you all have to have your hands dirty, which means you all have to do the unmasking. And it sounds like Obama required that. And Biden was the last to do it. But he got that gift that afternoon. He had that medal put around his neck while he cried. All right. Bigger than you can imagine. More than selling of state secrets. More than selling to U.S. security. More than selling to military technology. More than selling of CIA assets. More than selling of NSA bulk data collection programs. More than selling of uranium. More than selling of U.S. space national security programs and positions. More than selling of U.S. aid. More than selling of special access programs. Classified 1 through 99. Crimes against humanity. When you cannot destroy or defeat the United States of America by attacking head on, you change tactics and deploy a kill from within internal operation. Financial, economy, military, police, division of citizenry, border collapse. Install like-minded leaders in key positions of the U.S. government. How many people removed from the FBI had Iranian family backgrounds? Kind of like Huma Abedin. The silent war continues. And I'm telling you, we've been in a silent war for a long time. And then it goes on, bigger than you can imagine. So, I mean, guys, whatever's going to come out of all, it's going to be, and they said it's so crazy, they can't make it all public, or it would just cause a breakdown of society, basically. Oh, guys, did you guys hear about this? I bet you didn't, because guess what? The news doesn't report this type of stuff. The news doesn't report this. Imagine this was Trump's son. Senate report links Hunter Biden to prostitution or human trafficking ring. Do you remember we talked about the islands? There's Epstein Island. But guess what? The other islands there, guess who they were owned by? Biden. Okay? Biden owned like 2 islands. Some other, I did a whole video on it. I'd like to reference that video maybe